Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? Well, I'm in the kitchen this morning about to prepare breakfast. And what I'm having this morning is salmon, fresh salmon. I'm not a really big fan of salmon. I like it deep fried, if you've never tried that. But you know, on my weight loss journey, honey, I can't have no deep fried salmon. But that is the way that I really love salmon. But any other way, it's not one of my favorite foods. However, salmon is great when you're trying to eat healthy and lose weight. So that's why I've been eating more seafood, and this morning I'm adding a little salmon into my menu for breakfast. And also, eggs are good, mainly the white of the egg. But I'm going to prepare salmon this morning and scrambled egg. I don't know if I'm going to film the scrambled egg, but the salmon for sure. So what I did in the beginning with my salmon, you know, I always use the better than bouillon. So I have like about 4 pieces of salmon. And I put about maybe a half a teaspoon of the better than bouillon in my hand and rubbed it in and massaged it in well into that salmon. Then I added my seasoning. So I have a few drizzles of olive oil in this pan. As you can see, it's not like it's floating around. You see? It's just enough to kind of wet the bottom. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of saute this salmon down and let it cook. And then I'm going to add onion. And then let it stew down. I'll add a little bit of water along the way. Okay? I'm going to also add onion to my salmon because you know I love onion. And the better than bouillon, the flavor that I used was the chicken, roasted chicken. But you can use whatever you want, or you don't have to use that. But remember, when you use that better than bouillon, be careful with your salt. So that better than bouillon is delicious, but it is quite salty. So I'm going to add a little bit of Louisiana. Give it a little kick. As you know, I'm approaching the end of my weight loss journey, part 2. Of course, I still have a ways to go after this part of my journey. But I'm approaching the end of part 2 because I'll be weighing in on the 12th of March. So I don't know if you guys will get this video before or after. I've been doing very well, but I'm really going hard these past, maybe the last 2 weeks of this journey. Because I tell you, when you get a particular age, and this weight, baby, it's like chipping at stone coming up off you. I know the way I've been eating for the past 4 months. When I was a younger woman, I probably would have been dropped maybe about 80 pounds by now. But that metabolism slows down as we get older. I want this salmon to kind of blacken, like not really burnt, but look almost burnt. It won't be burnt. It'll be just blackened. Almost there. Just about. Oh yeah, that's the way I want it. Good and brown. Then I'm going to put a little water in there and just let it simmer on down. Okay, we'll be back to check on it. Well, let's see what the salmon is doing. Smelling really good. Ooh. Kind of thick, so I'm gonna let it cook just a few more minutes. Well, as you can see, some of my salmon is MIA. Someone just came to the door and wanted to know what I was cooking, so I just shared. I have my family that live very close to me. I knew I was cooking 4 pieces for some reason, because I knew I wasn't going to eat 4 pieces, but looked like my mind was telling me to cook 4 pieces. I'm going to scramble these eggs. The egg white is the healthiest part, but I love the yellow, the yolk of that egg. It. Well, folks, that's it. That's my breakfast. So I have salmon and scrambled eggs. So that's what I'm having. And thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me while I fix my breakfast. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in my next video, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.